Alright guys, welcome back to another episode. Well, for you guys that are on this channel, this will be the first episode because my... I guess pretty much everybody knows by now if you haven't watched any of my other videos, or if you haven't been on Discord, or if you're new, my account got hacked. We had almost 20,000 subscribers, and my account got hacked literally not less than an hour after we live streamed this game. So yeah, if you're watching this, I'd really appreciate if you hit the subscribe button. We got to regrow the channel again. It took me 14 years to get 20,000 subscribers, guys. I'm not kidding. So, but it's picking up. I think as of this video, we're probably somewhere around 250, 260, and it's only been up for 2 days. So we'll get everybody back. The good thing is it'll kind of weed out, you know. YouTube has this thing called like legacy subscribers. It's basically people that you've had since day one, and a lot of those people don't even watch your channel anymore. So that's typical. So this will be good. This will be good, a good control on how many subscribers actually are interested in my channel. So, anyways, with all that being said, click the subscribe button. We built this in live stream, and I had actually a couple episodes. I wish I kept my videos. I don't keep my videos for storage reasons, but neither here nor there. This is what we had set up, and this is the new cave, the new map on Mine Mogul. And in the live stream, we basically did all the steel process. I'll show you where we got as far as research. We got all the way up to basically here. We did all this here, and then we got to get into some more progressive stuff. But the problem that I was having is just because we were basically just manufacturing all the things that we needed at the time on demand, it wasn't really efficient, right? So I want to make this thing more efficient. So one of the things that they did in the new map is we have layers now. So we have a cave system that's up there, and that there's basically two large rooms. There's a large room there, and there's another large room that's kind of like over in this section. And it's geared towards the different ores, sort of, but they're still kind of mixed together. But one of the things that I wanted to try to do, since this is the only drop-off point that we have, is I kind of want to make this room. This is a huge room. You guys can see how big this is. We have plenty of room to do stuff in here. What I kind of wanted to do is make this more like a manufacturing plant, you know, kind of keep it so that everything is processed in a line, right? So instead of having all these different things going all over the place, I kind of wanted to maybe see if we could have like little highways of each ore, and we're probably going to have to use either these belts, or we're going to have to use the other belts, which I hate the other ones. But we'll see. And then what I was thinking is we got this sorter thing here. We didn't really use this one in the old map, but I think I want to try to use it in this map. And what I'm thinking is we might have to have like maybe 3 of these. And what I'm thinking is you put the, you know, this one would be for the iron, right? And the iron would go in here, but we would separate out the iron, and then this one would be for the coal, and then we'll just, everything that goes down through the middle would be gems. And then so from here I'd have iron coming out this way, maybe coal going out that direction, and then gems maybe dropping down and maybe going somewhere else. But the gems would always get polished and cleaned and sent off into the discovery zone, right? So this might be like on a tiered system. Maybe the iron, or maybe the belts that controlled the ores are up on one level, and then everything else is on a level below it. But we're gonna have to have like 3 of these. So I'm gonna need one for like gold, iron, and copper. And I don't know exactly where to set these, but it seems like if we set them somewhere, I need a wide area like this coming across this way. So I'm thinking like right across here would probably be the best. I don't want to get too close to these because we're going to need to use those. And I'm not quite sure how I want to get all this other stuff done. But what I want to do, though, is take all our ores that's coming through here, and we're just going to drop them into one of these things. And this is going to create whatever we need. So this is going to, if you guys don't know, this is one of the new machines. If you throw coal in here, and then whatever, if you put iron in it with the coal, it turns it into steel. If you just don't put any coal in it and drop your ores into it, it's kind of like a gigantic furnace now. And so you can do multiple things. You can get multiple ingots. You can make, these are casts for gears. We got all kinds of stuff we can do with them. So once we get the ores thrown in here, then I can actually do like 3 different things, right? So we could have it come out and we'll have like rods, pipes, and what's the other thing we need? Plates? Yeah. And then just ingots. So, but one of these would probably separate out for just ingots. So we could have all 4 things come out of just one machine. And I think that would work. We're probably going to have to like build one just to see if it works. Let's go ahead and get rid of this if I can. That's the wrong tool there. Yeah, we got to take, so I need this. Actually, I need to click E. I just need to pick these up with F. Let's go ahead and pick all this stuff up that's stuck under here. Like that. Cool. And we'll go deposit this. We got $40,000, which isn't, it sounds like a lot, but it's not, because these machines here cost like $30-some thousand. So we might not be able to do everything that we need right away. But at least this would get us started. So I want to go ahead and take some of these up. And go ahead and get some of this like planned out, okay? So we don't need any of these anymore. And then that's all good. And then I want to get rid of some of this stuff in the middle. We're going to do a trial run here. And what this is basically going to do is it's going to eliminate all this stuff here, because this is what, I mean, these are cool though, right? But these sometimes cause a log jam in the systems. So, but we are going to need this first though. So, I'm wondering if we should run it through these first. I guess it wouldn't matter. We could just run. We're just going to get so much material. I think that's going to be fine though. I think it's going to be fine. Actually, you know what? We don't really need to crush it. We do though, because it makes it more efficient. All right, let's think about this. All right, so let's think. If we had it starting up here, can I take this machine? Let's go grab this thing real quick. Where's it at? Right here. Let's put this here. Can I grab this machine and put it up here? I can. So I can put it anywhere at any height. All right, so it doesn't really matter where it's at. All right, so that's cool. Let's run over here real quick. I don't know how much we're going to get done in this episode, but we'll hopefully get a lot done. Let's get us some lamps. Actually, let's do like 22 lamps. That's cool. And do I have... We have basically all the conveyors, don't we? Except for the new... There's a roller splitter conveyor here that I kind of want to see if we can unlock. Do I have any points? I have 1 point left. And where would that actually be at? So right here, roller splitter. Got it. Okay, cool. Unlock that. Cool. All right, so we got that. Let's grab that, and let's grab these for right now, and we'll just set some lights back here on the wall like this, and then we'll put some over here. It's just so dark in the cave, it really is. All right, that's cool. That's cool. All right, so we can see what we're doing. All right, so that's that. So this would be, let's see how we're going to do this. So we're going to need a belt that, I think I'm going to need the belts that are walled conveyors. I think so. Let's try walled straight conveyors. Let's just try this for a minute. Let's buy a bunch of these. And then let's do, that should be fine, right? We're going to need the corner ones as well. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. All right, that's going to work. And then let's just work with this right now. So let's see how we're going to do this. All right, let's set this up. Let's go ahead and set it up at that height just for fun, okay? So we got it up at that height. And we're going to have the coal come down and the ore come down, right? So we're going to need the ore. I didn't even pick up the things. Let's go like this and this. All right. So let's grab that. I kind of want the ore to just drop right into this thing. Like drop right into this, right? That'd be better, right? And then that could dump out like this. So if we got rid of this, and then I put this on top of this, that would drop the ore into this automatically and crush it. And then this would come out. And then we could just fire this thing right into one of these big machines. This, right? And then this would be basically, so this would have to face, oh my God, man. This would have to face that direction. And it'd have to be like this. And I don't think we have enough room to do this. I think we need to move this back. I really don't. Like, I don't know if I can get 3 of these on here. What's the closest that I can put this to this wall? Like right there? Yeah, right there. But I think that this is going to get stuck on like that right there. If I move it back, here, let's do this. Let's take this down. We're going to play with this. We're going to experiment a little bit. So let's go over here. And did we unlock scaffolding? I don't know if we did or not. I don't even think we have the points for it. Building. Yeah, so we didn't even unlock scaffolding. Crap, and I don't have any points. All right, so let's put this. This can go down on that level. Unfortunately, it's too low. We might just have to have them in different locations. We might just have to do that. So let's just go like this. All right, and then we'll get rid of this belt here. We might be overthinking this too, but it's okay. And then let's put the big machine on the top. This one. And we will put this here. Yep. And so the ore will come down, get crushed. It's going to go into this, and then we'll automatically throw it into one of these right here. So, and we want the ingots to come around out the outside like this, which means I need to get a ramp that goes up. So we need a ramp that goes up from here. All right, that's not high enough. So these need to be pushed out even more. All right, so we have to go up like this. We might have to make these walled ramps. Put that here. All right, right there. It's going to drop it into there. It's going to make stuff right there. Yeah. All right, that's cool. And then let's try, I got ingot casts over here. Although we could buy some ingot casts, but I'm going to grab these. Take. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to do this. All right, so those are the ingot casts. So that's going to make our ingots. So let's grab that. And then yeah, let's just make them all ingots for right now. Let's do ingot. Crap, how do you do this? I'll let you just click on it, right? Yeah, ingot, and then maybe we just go ahead and do a gear, maybe gear just for fun, right? And then let's get rid of this, get rid of all of this, because what we're gonna have to do is basically take everything from these and make them go somewhere else, up onto a conveyor that takes them up to this point and then dumps them into that, right? So we're gonna have ramps that are like way up at the top. So if that's the case for that, then we need to basically have, like if we did the, if we don't even really need to have them all in the same room, do we? I just realized that we could do the copper in another room. Although this would be nice to have them all lined up right here, but maybe we just do the copper and the... Here, let's just do, let's put another one right here. Fun. All right. And then we're going to need another one of these there. So we would need ingot, and whatever cast on this one as well. All right, so let's go ahead and grab... I'm going to need to buy another one of those things. So let's go ahead and grab another one of those things. Probably going to run out of money, but that's okay. Mining. Machines. I need this thing, vertical bulk sorter. Hopefully this is an easier way of doing this, but it's probably not. But we'll deal with it. Yeah, let's move it like to here. And then we need one of those crushers. So let's go grab another crusher. And we'll set that one back here as well. And have it dump out this way. And then that would give us 2 ramps right here. Up. So that's going to dump that into that one. Perfect. And so the coal I'm going to have dump out the back, and I'll probably have the gems. Can we run the gems right down through the middle of this thing? We could just have the gems run right down through the middle of this, but I want to see what we're going to need up here first. All right, so let's go ahead and get rid of this. All of this. That's copper. We're going to clean all this up. All right, and then clean that up. And then that's going to have to come this way. And then I'm going to clean these up, because I don't want to walk into these everywhere. There we go. And that one. And that one. There we go. I just don't want to walk into them. Cool. All right. So if we have ingots coming out right here, right? So we have ingot, and then ingot. So right now we don't need anything that has to do with iron, right? So which is fine. So we could have this is where I think we're going to use the conveyor belts, or these kind of belts. I think it'll just be easier. So let's go to conveyors, and then we'll just use these. And we'll just buy like 10 of these. All right, that's good. All right, cool. And then, so we'll have basically ingots, and this, and then this, and this, okay? And then this needs to go into, let's see, ingots can go into a roller, which is this thing here, and then this thing here can turn them into, this is a roller, rolls ingots into plates. All right, so plates first. So it's not going to let me put it there because of that's freaking stone. Crap, man, that's what I was worried about. Well, let me put a belt down through here. Yeah, it will. Okay, so we'll just, we'll switch these around. Can I grab eject mold 3? Thank you. Eject mold 1. There we go. And then I'll put this one in this one. And we'll put the gears one in this one. There we go. All right, so we'll go ahead and put this here then. This will turn those into those things. And then I'll probably need another roller here. Or we could make rods. Okay, let's make rods first. So I don't really think I have the rod extruder yet, though. Actually, you know what? I need to take one of these and split it off. Did we didn't unlock that yet, did we? We didn't unlock that thing that we needed. Or did we? Did we unlock this? We did. Okay, this is is that the one that I actually want? I think it is, though. Let me see. No, I just want one. No, just want one. Let me see if this is what I actually wanted. So that would go here. Yeah, that's what we wanted. All right, so this takes, for every, it splits it 1 to 1. Okay, cool. So that would work there. So then, yeah, we could go like this. Actually, that's going the wrong direction. That could go there. And then, so this one is going to make plates. This one's going to make plates and then pipes, and then this one's going to make ingots, and then the ingots can turn into rods, and then that's all going to go down like this. And we're going to do the same thing over on this side. So all these need to come down like this. Yep, that's exactly what it's going to look like. Now, do we have mergers for these? I don't know if we do or not. Let's see, do we have mergers? It doesn't look like we have mergers for these. So really we don't have, we have a splitter, uses advanced, it splits them. So we kind of just need to do one of these. But the problem with that is these all have, like the turning radiuses on these are huge. Like I can't really turn these. So what we might have to do is just drop these all on a belt that goes one direction and then into that down there. Right? All right. So yeah, that's good. Okay, so let's do that one. And then we're going to do the same thing on this. And it's going to be sitting over here. So let's take all this off, take this off. Let's pick all this stuff up. We're just going to set all of this over here on the ground for right now so we don't lose it. Actually, you know what we need to do is we need to put this is a gem. Well, we don't need to process out the gems because we're telling it not to take the gems. Okay, we're good there. So yeah, let's take all this and we'll put the gold over here too. I don't know how much we're going to get done in this episode, but this is going to be, we might go ahead and stream this and do like a, we might do like a subscriber marathon so I get all my subscribers back. Let's take all that. Take all that. Okay, I don't have a rod maker, do I? No, I don't. Okay. So we're going to do the same thing here. So I'm going to need one of these molds. So let's put this mold, it's not really going to matter, is it? Let's put this mold here, and then this mold here. And then I need to go buy another casting mold. And it is what? Tools? Mining? Building? Where's the freaking molds at? Machines? Molds, there we go. Oh, we got double ingot casting molds? Oh, wow. Requires 10 material. $24,000. Jesus. How do you go from 1,200 to 24,000? All right, let's put this in this one. And then I need to buy another one of those things that splits it. And that's under conveyors. And that's right here. Bam. And then we're going to need one of these like right here. And rotate it like that. Yes. Okay. And then we'll have basically same setup, right? Roller, roller. We'll do roller. And then roller. Here. Do I have another roller? Yeah, we do have one right here. Take that one. And we'll put that one right here. Cool. And then this will be the straight line out for the gears. Alright, we'll just do gears like this. And then we need the rest for that. Okay, so let's go by... We're actually going to set... We're actually going to do this today. At least these first two. I just want to see if it works. If it works like I want it to, then we should be good. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Is there anything in that? Yeah, there's gems in there. Okay. Let's go ahead and clean up some of the stuff that's on the ground around here. And drop it in here. I think you guys told me that if I drop stuff in here, you actually get the money back for them. So I don't know if that's... I don't know if we're going to be able to do that or not. So I do want to polish everything too, so that we're going to need to do that. I'm going to need a bunch more of these things, though. These. Bam. Okay. All right. So look at all this. It's cool looking, though. I'm not going to lie. So what I'm thinking is these are going to like go off, and then I'm going to have one of them. How are we going to do this, guys? Because these belts freaking suck. I think what we're going to do is just going to have walled conveyors at the end. I think that's what we're going to have. I don't, because the turning radius on these things are really bad. So if we get, yeah, we have the turning radius here. If I grab 10 of these and grab those, these aren't going to work very well. See? So I could take this one, but see how that one, I'm not going to be able to, I can't connect them because it doesn't work that way. If I wanted them all to go to this belt, I can't because it's a 2x2. It's a 2x2. So that's not going to work. So what I'm thinking is we're just going to have these all dump into these. We'll just all have these like this, right? And then they'll dump into a walled conveyor, which we have these right here. Hopefully this will work. The only problem I'm seeing is, yeah, see the wall is taller than the crap. The wall is taller than the ramp. We're going to have to think about this. Maybe we don't use these at all then. Maybe we don't use these at all. Maybe we use them to this point and then we turn them all into belts. Because otherwise, how am I going to get these to connect to these? Unless there is a... Am I missing something here? Is there one that just blocks it? There's this one here. A roller conveyor with a toggleable direction. Yeah, that's not what I need. Maybe it's in the... let's go into this research. We got the splitter. Because this one here, it basically takes this and then you can turn this. It doesn't... It doesn't like allow this one to join in. I don't believe it does. I think once this little arm here moves, it blocks the other one. And I don't think there's anything in the dev test. Yeah, there's nothing in the dev test. So we're going to have to figure this one out. This is going to be tricky. This is going to be really tricky. So we might have to have these just be walled conveyors. Like, I like this system here. I like this thing here because if you put something on here, it literally, like, looks at it and moves it over and then lets the other one go through, moves it over, lets the other one go through. But this right here is not going to work, I don't believe. The only thing we could do here is just put regular ones and then put the walls on the back side. All right, I'll play with it. Let's just go ahead and get this, get the rest of the stuff done. All right, so we're gonna need to, let's make the whole conveyor system. So I think we're gonna go like this, and we're gonna start using conveyor. We're gonna use these and these. Let's go ahead and start working on this. So this is gonna go like this, and this one's gonna go. Do they have a walled joiner? I don't believe so. So I'm looking for a conveyor belt merger. Yeah, they do. All right, let's get 10 of those. All right, cool. So basically I need to break this. Break this. All right, and then this is going to be a walled merger. So we'll have a walled merger here. Yep. And then we'll have this. Actually, we don't need walled ones here because there's not that much output, you know? So let's not waste them because these are kind of expensive. We don't need the walled ones here. We just need walled ones when we get up to the very top. So let's put these away. We'll use the normal ones. We'll just move these up for right now. And then I need this, and this, and these. Okay, cool. So let's do this, and then we'll do a joiner here. All right, and then we will do this. All right, we're going to join those, and we're going to take these, and we got to get them up to that level, okay? But we need all these over here as well. So these all need to get joined in. These are all iron, right? This is iron, iron, and coal. Okay, so how are we going to do the coal one? I guess we could do one. I guess we could put the coal. Actually, I'm going to wait on the coal. I'm going to wait on the coal. We're going to take these two this way. Take that one that way. And we'll merge these two together. This, and put this here. All right. And then let's go ahead and, if I can, I want to jump up. Thank you. All right, so I will need this to come into this ramp. And let's go ahead and use a walled one here, because there's going to be a lot of stuff in this. Like that. All right, and then I want to have these all walled going back. So I want these walled like this. And we're going to have all the iron come into this. And then behind it, we're going to have all the copper come into this one. So this is all going to be copper, right? So I'm going to have this one to be a little bit further back. And we'll run the copper behind this one. And then we'll have this go back straight. Now, I don't know where all the copper is coming from on that side, but we'll figure that out later. It's not important right now. So that's going to be the copper run. Copper coming in here. Iron going in there. And then all the iron is going to have to get up to this. And then we need, did I do the walled ramps? I don't believe we did. So let's go grab some walled ramps. Oops, missed. Walled ramps. Nice. Wait, we had walled ramps, didn't we? No, we didn't. Okay, good. All right, we'll do walled ramps to this point. All right, walled ramps, if I can get it on there. There we go. Walled ramp, walled ramp, walled ramp. And then I think what we'll do is we'll bring that iron one across. Let's do a walled straight here. And then walled straight. And then we'll do a walled merger here. Right here. And then we'll bring this into it. Like that. Whoops. All right, and then let's go ahead and make this a walled straight just in case. Crap, I'm taking that right into that thing, ain't I? All right, so let's go like that. And then let's make this one walled. Walled. You know, we could bring that straight into here, though. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and do that. It'll just save me a little bit of space. It's just a walled merger here. Yeah, like that. And then we'll go like this. All right, and then we'll do a regular ramp. All right, cool. So that's going to come in here. It's going to join here, and then these probably should be all walled. And then this is just going to be a turn walled. Yep, that's right. And then this one would be walled and walled. All right, that all looks good. That's all going the right direction, right? It's all going this way. Do we have any more lamps? We do. Put that there. Cool. Put that there. And then we just need to tell the iron to go into that one, right? So we actually need some iron. So here, we'll grab this one. If I can jump up there. Iron in here. And I need a little piece of iron. I think we had a little baby piece over here. Nope. Okay, let's see if I can drill one. There, grab that. All right, put this in here. And then we want coal in that. All right, let's grab coal. We're going to test this side out first. All right, and then all the gems are going to drop down there, and we'll probably have all the gems go around the edge and down. And let's go ahead and grab this, just in case we get chunked coal. And I really don't need, I can't even freaking jump. There we go. I really don't even need the coal unless we're doing, I mean, we can wash this, or we could have it to go, you know, when we're making steel, right? So we could have, this is all going to drop down, and then we might as well have like a belt that goes through here. And then, whoops, nope, like not that. Through here, and then we're going to need like a joiner here, like that, and then we'll go like this, and then like this, and like this. And then we'll just have it go down that way. So I need to get rid of all of this stuff because it's just kind of in the way right now. And then let's go ahead and take these off. And that's just coal inside there. We'll get rid of that. All right, so this is a copper and that's iron. So I could probably have the iron continue on down and have the iron drop into here. We can have the copper kind of join and go into its own thing. And then we'll have the gems right now go into their own thing. I'm gonna put this up here. And then all this needs washed. So I think what we're gonna do is get rid of all of this. And remember, this is all iron over here. So I gotta connect all this iron over here. I can connect all of these into that belt. So this might all be walled. That's a lot of iron, isn't it? I hope it can process it. I really do. I really do. That's my only concern is, are these, which ones are taller? Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Maybe you guys know a better solution to do this, but this is how we're going to do it for right now. So I'm going to go ahead and do, that's going to take these down. I'm thinking about just going like this, right? And then have them dump onto these. And then I can join all these. You know, that'd be easier for me to do it that way. So if this one's making, let's think about this. If this one's making plates. This one's making plates, and I don't think we bought the rod machine yet. I don't even know if we have it unlocked. Machines, polish roll, rod extruder. All right, we'll do the rod extruder. Let's do that. Let's make some rods for fun. And that one is what, this one? Is that it? The rod extruder? Yeah, so that's a rod extruder. So the rod extruder is going to be used for one of the ingot presses. So that would be this one. Yep. And then this one would be the pipe maker right here. So this would be pipe maker. Oh, we put this on the wrong one. I want to do this one first. All right, let's do it like this. All right, that's that. And then we just need the pipe maker. I just want to see. This might not be how we end up setting it up, but this is what I want to try to do. So do we have the pipe maker? The polishing, rolling into plates, into rods. So we don't have the pipe roller yet. It's 14,000. Yeah, we don't have that yet. Okay, so we'll just have to keep it like this. All right, so then this is all going to come out. Should we polish everything by itself? Like polish everything and then join them? Yeah, let's do that. So I'm going to need like a crap ton of polishers. Although we could probably handle it the other way, but this is fine. We'll do this. And then we just need one more polisher. We're going to do all the iron first. If it works, then I'm going to set up the whole entire base this way. This is just a test. I've never really had it like super organized, but this is about as organized as I can get. All right, I think I'm going to have 2 of these go in and then 2 of these go in. How many spots do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, that'll work. So we'll have these 2 join and these 2 will join, and then yeah, so I got 4 belts, right? Yeah, 4 belts. And then we'll go like this. So I want the ingots and the plates. So that's going to be a plate. Actually, let's just get rid of this for right now because I don't have the roller. So let's go ahead and get rid of this for right now because I don't have the pipe roller machine. So we'll just have ingots for right now. Ingots, and rods. These 2 will go together like this, like that. Cool. I'm happy with that. And then we'll take this on down, and we're going to dump it into this. We're going to dump it into this side. Whoops. All right, cool. And then these 2, we'll have them join. This is going to be plates and rods. So I'm going to have these come out to here, and then we'll do a walled. Actually, I don't want to do. Let's do this. All right, let's put this here, and then we will. I think I'm going to use. So these are taller than these, right? If I remember correctly, these are taller than these. These could dump out onto these. Yes, they could. Okay, so this is where we might be good with this because these are gonna have the plates on it, and this is not gonna be good if we have to use plates. The problem is I'm gonna have to curve this one to a point where this one's gonna have to dump onto it. I just don't know if that's gonna work or not. I really don't. I hate the curves on these things. I wish they could just fix these and not have, but we'll deal with it. So I'm gonna have this go like this. And then I'm going to need this one here, like that, right? And then this. That'll probably work. If we just go like this, that'll probably work. We could use... Oh, that might not work. Might not work. Yeah, see, that isn't going to work. But that would work. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. Let's just use regular belts. I mean, they might... I think they're going to get stuck, but regardless, I mean, it is what it is. I'm going to have the plates We're going to need the plates to go like this. I'll have to work with this. I'll have to play with some like experimental stuff like this. And then I don't want a bunch of... This is where we might use the walled ones. That way they just don't get stuck like this. Yep. That's about the only thing I can do, really. And then we'll do a junction. I need to keep all these on the same freaking page, guys. Got 126 of these. Whoops, nope, I didn't want to do that. And then we'll do a walled corner so they don't fall out. And then a walled junction. And then walled. We'll do it like that. Okay, cool. So that's that. All right. So that's all ready. All right. And then the only thing we need to do is get this to drop down to this. So let's go ahead and go like this. So it catches it like that. And then we'll go like this. This is a trial run. Gems are going to drop down here. Coal's going to drop down here. And then if coal drops down here, I don't know where it's going to go, but we're going to do something with it. I'm just going to let it dump right there for right now. The gems are going to come this way and get washed. And we'll just have it come straight into there, it looks like, all the way down. All right, let's just have it keep going. Oh, that's not going to work because I got to get all these. I got to get all these in there. So this is going to have to be over. This is going to come in from the side. All right, that's fine. We'll go like this. This will have to be the last one. Gems are about to come this way. I need another polisher. We spent all our money, guys. We really did. Machines. Polisher. Bam. We spent all our machines, all our money. Just to see if this is going to work. I mean, I'm sure it's going to work. We've already proven that it works. We just haven't tried this type of experiment out yet, right? All right, do that. Okay, cool. So that's all getting done. That's all getting done. That's all getting done. That's all getting done. Okay, so we just need to... Those belts are attached to that. That's all attached to that. That's a coal belt. I'm not going to worry about the coal right now. And then we got the coal separated. Yep. All right, let's go ahead and turn these on and see how this thing all works, guys. You ready? Here we go. Turn on, turn on, turn on. On. Nice. There's our first gem right there. Oh, there's our first stuff. Cool. And there's our first plate. Look at us doing stuff and things, and it works. Okay, that works perfect. All right, I was worried that this wouldn't satisfy the need right there. And the gem is coming out this way, right? Yep. And the coal is dropping down here on the ground. Yep. All right, well, let's do something else. Let's connect these two and that one. So I think we can actually do that by going over top of this. So I'm going to take these off. And is there anything in there? Yeah, we can just get rid of that. And we'll have those connect into that belt right here. We're going to have it go right over top because I really can't go around. I mean, I could, but it's going to look ugly. Yep, so let's do that. We need a ramp here. Where's our ramps, guys? Right here. Ramp. There we go. And we'll have a joiner. Like that. And then have a straight, and then a turn. And a straight, and then a turn. We're just going to go right over the top. Ah, crap. Right there, and then we just need a walled... yep, that one. Crap. Alright, let's turn these on. Turn on. We're kind of testing the limits of the thing right now, so that's what I'm kind of doing. What I'm thinking about doing is actually taking these and then just washing that, but I'm going to have to go... I can get through there. We can come out and come through here and wash all this, and then after it gets washed, separate it right here. We'll see. That's going to give us our gems, right? But I kind of want to see if this thing is going to... Are we starting to get some from this side now? Yeah, we are. Okay, cool. Alright, so... 4 at a time. Basically meeting at the same time. And then it's getting kind of... See how we're getting kind of full now. And that's... How many machines is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 machines on one belt. So it's kind of doing... We're kind of doing a test. See how many... Looks like we could handle more than that. Alright, here comes our first test, like our first real test. Here comes the bigger stuff right here. Looks like it's doing great. Yeah, it seems like it's doing fine. Alright, well that's good. Alright, well, since we need copper now, I have the rod extruder, right? This is the rod extruder for this. I need a rod extruder for over here. Let's buy a rod extruder. I can't afford it. Crap, we need $600 more. Okay. We'll get it here in a second. Oh, why is this? Oh, that's not going to work because of that. Oh, Jesus. I didn't even realize. It's completely blocking everything. Okay, we need to raise this up. Alright. Here, let's get rid of... Here, let's turn this off real quick. Turn off. Turn off. And let's break this. No wonder I wasn't making any money. There we go. Alright, and then let's go like this. There we go. And then we'll get rid of the bars. There. Alright, we can turn that back on. Turn on, turn on. Okay. Now I go buy the rod extruder. Oh, we don't have enough for the rest of the polishers though, do we? We need polishers all the way through here. And they're 2,000 a piece. That's fine. We'll just do rods. 6,000. Can I take out a loan? Put that one on this one. Actually, we don't need this. Let's go ahead and sell these. Let's go ahead and sell these. These are the, pretty sure you guys said I get money back for these. I just need to put them in the box, right? Box them up. Okay, how do you just drop them on the ground? Like this? Yeah, okay, there we go. And then you guys said I could actually get money back from this. Hope you're not lying. Oh, hell yeah. Just got like $5,000. Alright, so I need the rod extruder, which is right here. And we'll put that right here. Okay. And then we're gonna build the same thing as that, but I gotta get all the copper up there first. So this copper is going to come from that direction. And I think we can get it to come over this way instead of this way. And let's see here. Yeah, let's do this. We're going to reverse all these. Go the opposite direction. And then we're going to put a light here. If we have any lights, light. All right, I got the belt set up. I'm just doing the filters now. I gotta learn how to jump though. There we go. And then we're going to put this one in here. Right there. Oh. There. Cool. Got the coal in that one. I need a piece of chipped coal, though. Let's break that. And then, there we go. Grab that. And we'll put the chipped coal in here. There we go. So this goes all around this. And it goes in here. Now, I was going to have it go this way, but this is the big chunk one, and I need the chunk one to go through a chunk breaker. So we're going to have to wait on that one. So, and then the only other copper we have is back here in that corner, which we'll get, but I want to see, I need to get rid of these. I'll have this join in with that one. And then over here, we need to get all our polishers. So we're really going to need, we need rods. Oh, we do need pipes, but we don't have the pipe extruder yet, do we? We don't have the pipe extruder, which is down here. Pipe roller, huh? So were we supposed to have like enough points by this point? Let's go ahead and get all our rods done, I guess. We could do like 2 rod extruders, I guess. I guess we could do 2 rod extruders. Do I have enough money? I have enough money to do 2 rods. Let's go ahead and get the polishers. And we'll get that set up first. A polishing machine. We're gonna need like what, 4 of these? Let's just polish what we need. Let's not like waste a bunch of money. Let's polish the rods first, and then we will let's put these here. So I'll have this one, and I'm not worried about the other ones being polished just yet. And then I want to have, I kind of want to have another rods. I think I'm putting this one here and just have these both making rods. I think that's what we'll do. Let's do that. And then we'll just have these being plates here. And then I'll put another rod extruder here. And then we can get that, we can get the copper ones done today. And so far it's working out great, which is awesome. Did I already have, was this, oh, I mean, I already had 2 rod extruders. Crap. All right, that's fine. Whatever. Alright, let's put these here. Cool. And it's not gonna matter if that one's polished or not. And then let's have this go like this. And I kind of need these to just dump off onto the regular belts, don't I? Yeah. So let's go ahead and get these little jumpers like this. And yeah, let's do that. And then this, and then we'll have this one come out. This, that, and then these can go like this, that, and this. Whoops. Yeah, like that. All right, cool. And then we're going to run that one into this and run that one into that one. Okay, cool. So I just need 2 of these here. And we'll run these like this. And then we'll run this one into the outside one. Yep. And then we'll run this one into the inside one. Oh, crap. Like that. Alright, is anything getting blocked? No. Everything's working out great, huh? Other than all the coal back here falling on the ground? All this crap? Alright, let's take this. Take this down here. All right, cool. All right. And then we need to connect this gem one to this one. So I actually have this one in the wrong spot. We need it here. Like that. And then we'll put a walled one here. Do I not have any walled straight ones anymore? I don't. Alright, let's go buy some. Yeah, I think this is a whole lot easier. And then we can do the whole gold process thing on the second floor. Walled straights. There we go. Bam. And I'll catch this here. There we go. And then the coal's going to have to come out and go, like I said, we'll probably wash it. But yeah, let's go ahead and turn this on. Let's get this one running. Wish you had double jump. I can't, because I can't get in there. It's like squat. Alright, there we go. Turn on. Turn on. And then these are in here, which we do have a machine over here. And this is a pure copper. This will see, this is the other room I was talking about. Like, we could process stuff in here if we wanted to. If we wanted to, but I don't know if we need to. Let's go like this. Crap. And then turn. Alright, and that's all going this way. And then I need to get this up there, so we will put a ramp like this. Up, up, up. And then we will do a walled turn, that way we don't fall off the edge. And then we'll do a walled joiner here. Make sure it's going the right way. It is. There we go. Nice. And then we'll break all these up. And, that's a normal one, right? Yeah, that's a normal one. Here, and that's a normal one too, right? Yeah, that's a normal one. So we're just going to go ahead and put a T. It's probably not going to be able to use a T here. This is probably going to have to come out of this and then down. We can just drop it off. We'll just drop it off on this belt. Yeah, we'll just do that. I'll go ahead and put a T here to catch it though. And then we'll go like this. And then we'll turn it and then ramp it down. Golden. Whoops. There we go. All right, let's turn this one on. Cool, that's on. I'm going to go ahead and throw all this crap on there. There we go. Sneak under here. All right, we got one rod already. All right, this is all looking good. Yeah, we definitely need to get that washed. Let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and let's do this. Let's split off the coal here, all right? And that's probably gonna be fine. So let's get, we have these things, right? Not that thing, this thing here. Yeah, yeah. Let's go ahead and do this. All right, and we'll put one of these down, all right? And then the thing that we're going to discharge is the coal. And then we'll have it circle back through like this into here. And we'll just have it join into here. Like that, okay? And then we will put the washing machine right here. And that'll start washing all our coal out for us. And that way we can just run everything into this. And I think that'll be fine. Oops, wrong way. That way we'll get a couple of gems while we're doing this. Right? We'll just do that. And then we can just funnel all this into here as well. And take this off. And we'll go like this. Yep. And then go like this. Yep. And then go like this. There we go. And then we'll do the same thing over here. We'll just put one here. Here. And then we'll go like this. Yep. There we go. And now we can wash all this crap. There we go. So all this is going to get washed. And then I just need to take this little piece here, put it into here so it doesn't get put through the roller. Crap, it's not... Why am I getting chunks? Oh, shoot. Crap. Yeah, I know. You're dirty. Shut up. All right. I'll go ahead and put you in there for the money, because I need money. All right, I think we're good. That was like a backlog of coal. But this looks so much better. This looks so much better. All right, I think that's all we're going to do today, guys. That was a long episode, and I think this is going to work out fine. I'm going to go ahead and grab some of these and put them in here so they get washed, and I get some money. And now I just need to make a bunch of money so that we can do all the other cool stuff, because I need to get, we need to get the pipe extruder, but I need some experience to do that, so it'd be nice if I could... We could actually go ahead and get the polishers. Let's go ahead and get the polishers, because the more they're polished, the higher the stuff is. So let's go ahead and get that. Machines. And I just need 3 of these. There we go. So now everything is going to be polished. And I can literally, like, get rid of these. There we go. And then I can get rid of this one. And then I can wash these. And then I can just use regular belt here. There, like that. Nice. Nice. We might have to put a walled one there. A walled merger. Yeah, I think this is going to work, guys. I think this is going to work. We'll probably mass produce this layout. This basically this effectively lets me make everything right here. So we'll have... We could have, if we don't need the gears, I'll just make that, we'll just turn this one into an ingot cast, or what we'll do is we'll turn these into double casts, and then, yeah, no, I'll just turn this into a regular ingot cast if we don't need the gears. That way we get the ingots if we need them. But yeah, I think this is going to work out perfectly. It's weird, but I think it's a lot more efficient. Take a screenshot this way. So anyways, guys, make sure you click the like button and the subscribe button. And importantly is the subscribe button. I need to get the channel grew again, or however you want to say that. And I'd really appreciate it. And if you're interested, hit Discord. It's in the description below. We have a brand new Discord as well, so we need to get that back up to where it was. We're pretty close, though. We have, I mean, we have a lot of people that came back, which is great. So I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya.